Now at 6, we're on our own. That's how a group of North Seattle business owners and residents feel after what they describe as nonstop violence in their neighborhood. Good evening, I'm Preston Phillips.
And I'm Molly Shen. The business owners are worried about their safety, saying there are shots fired and other disturbances practically every day at the corner of Aurora Avenue and North 100th Street, an area known for gun violence, prostitution, and drug activity. KOMO's Michelle Esteban is there with what they're trying to do to make it stop. Michelle.
Well, those business owners, those residents insist police aren't doing enough, so they have teamed up with Crime Stoppers, as well as an outreach group that helps get sex workers off the street, all in hopes of ending that pattern.
Sunday night in North Seattle, blast of gunfire.
Everyone has a right to feel safe, and no one feels safe there. The business owners, the property owners, the residents that live there, no one feels safe.
Lacey Garneau-Starnes, who manages 3 buildings with 22 tenants with businesses near Aurora and North 100th Street, says her phone blows up nearly every day with news of another disturbance nearby. Sometimes it's a fight or an assault in the street like this one captured earlier this month. But often it's gunfire. Surveillance video from the month of August reveals 15 incidents, 15 911 calls. That's one about every other day. And many of them captured scenes like these 3.
We make calls, they show up a day later to take the report.
She says that's often the case with SPD. Crime Stoppers Jim Fuda says that happens because often those shots fired calls have no victim to treat.
They will get to it and they find the evidence after, but if there's no, human victim at that, is that it drops the necessity at that point. Talk to the drug addicts and try to get them into treatment and off the street.
It's one thing this group of business owners and residents now plan to do.
It's going to take a community.
They teamed with Crime Stoppers and the executive director of The More We Love, an outreach organization aimed to connect with sex workers to help get them off the streets. It's a boots-on-the-ground mission.
She is going to be the reason this gets cleaned up. I know it. I feel it. It's the most hope I've had.
Now, there was another shooting call just this morning, just north of me at 125th. Police did respond to that, and when they got there, there was blood, there were shell casings, but there was no victim. They did find a man at the hospital with gunshot wounds later in the morning. They do believe he's connected, and police are investigating. I did reach out to SPD for this story today to get their reaction and response to the community concern. They tell me that they are working on it. That's the very latest. Michelle Esteban, KOMO News.
Michelle, that community group says it has to take action. So what are they planning to do?
They're planning to do a number of things. One big thing that they're really worried about is that people are actually getting desensitized by this. You'll remember, Molly, we've been covering this for over a year now. It was really hot last summer. So some people have just gotten desensitized. So they're really encouraging them to make sure they call police. They're also calling and reporting to Crime Stoppers because they've got these anonymous calls that they can make and tips that they can take and filter that to police. Also, that outreach group that I mentioned to you, The More We Love, they are operating right now a 24-hour crisis center with a focus right here on Aurora. They are connecting sex workers with services and helping to get them off the street. That's the latest. Back to you.